Dark Crimes is a 2016 thriller. It is directed by Alexandros Arvanas and has a screenplay by Jeremy Brock. It's based on an article, True Crime, by David Gran.
It stars Jim Carrey, Martin Kosokas, and Charlotte Gainsborough.
The budget for this movie looks like about 4.6 million with a limited box office take of around 21,000.
The tomato meter rating is 0% with an audience score of 30%.
This was originally released for film festivals under the title True Crimes. This is based on an article written by David Gran. It is called True Crime, a postmodern murder mystery. The story follows a detective who finds some similarities between a cold case murder and a popular novel. This movie, like I've realized recently that I don't think I'm very good at judging movies, because I thought this was great. I the entire time was really in. I know I can't do this with a straight face. God damn it! Like I made that 3 words into that. I really hated this. I do want to
you had me convinced. I seriously thought you liked it.
No, I tried, and I was very close to cracking up there. So I want to be nice, because again, it's like, this is someone's art, like I don't want to, like, I'm not just gonna shit on it, but at the same time, like, while watching it, I was not at all engaged. No part of me wanted to continue watching this. If I wasn't doing it for a podcast to specifically review it, I would not have made it more than probably 10 minutes into this movie. I want to find good things from it. I mean, I do think Jim Carrey is a great actor. I do think that he normally does good work. His role in this wasn't horrible, but I was not at all impressed with his acting in this either, even though, I mean, it does show it is different than his normal role, but I don't think it was at all great. All in all, I mean, really, I was just very underwhelmed. I did not think there was much about it that was good. I think for a thriller or mystery movie, it didn't really have much of either. And honestly, yeah, I was not at all interested the entire time. So yeah, obviously to give it some sort of verdict, I have to give it a no. I could not. I feel like if you want to see this movie, you know what you're looking for already. If you are looking for a review of this movie, you're like, I want to steer you clear of this, because no, I don't think it's worth your time. What about you?
Wow. So it's funny. Backstory. Yesterday when Ty watched this, he sent me a text and it said, "Oh my God," and 3 separate bubbles. And that was ambiguous enough that when he said that, I thought he meant, "Oh my God, this movie is shit." But just now, when he tried to sell liking it, I was like, oh shit, maybe he meant that like this is the most amazing piece of work I've ever seen. So here's kind of my take on the movie, and this is going to be a really interesting conversation tonight, because the way that I see this movie is, I think people don't like it because of the subject matter. A lot of what happens is hard to watch. There's one scene in particular that I found very disturbing, and I was uncomfortable through several parts of the film. But I really wanted the plot to unfold. I actually found myself wondering what was going to happen. It's like playing poker with someone that's never played before when you're experienced. What they do doesn't make sense, and it's unpredictable. And to me, it was almost like watching a movie that someone who didn't know exactly how to write a plot wrote. And that's the thing that I found sort of engrossing, or like almost enamoring about the film. And like,
that's interesting. Okay.
We did an episode with our friend Craig about a movie called Greasy Strangler, and I sold for like a half hour that I loved it, and it was all bullshit. And I really went all the way with that one, but I didn't hate this movie, and I think that it's more the themes that they put you in touch with something that's very uncomfortable for any of us to think about. And for me, recognizing that you may turn it off 90 seconds into the movie. You can watch it on Amazon Prime right now for free with commercials.
Yes.
Which, by the way, makes the movie hilarious if you try it.
Yeah, there are some great commercial cuts whenever you watch it that way. It's pretty funny.
If you just last the 90 seconds to decide you don't want to see it, my answer for this one is yes. I think you should.
I do. So, in all fairness, before we get into, before we bring Spoiler Terry out and actually get into like the details of the movie, before we end this section, I do want to say, I think that those are good points. However, the problems I had for this movie had absolutely nothing to do with the subject matter. I feel like it had a lot to do with the quality, like the writing, a lot of the acting, a lot of the dialogue. That's where my problems were. I'm fine with movies that make me feel uncomfortable. Some of the ones that we've done that I've loved, like Killing a Sacred Deer, so some of the other movies that I think make you feel very uncomfortable. But this,
Midsommar, which is a traumatic memory for me, by the way.
Yeah, this though definitely for me was not at all the subject matter. Just in my opinion, the quality of the movie. But yeah, are you ready to you ready for Spoiler Terry to ruin this?
Come on out, Terry, you piece of shit.
Yeah. All right, let's do this.